This is me getting ready.
You're not doing anything.
I am ready.
For what?
For this.
For this?
This is getting ready.
For what, though?
I don't know. What are you getting ready for?
For when it's time.
Time. For what?
Yeah, to start.
Oh, that's the problem. I already have started. I don't need to get ready. I already am ready.
So is he selfish or what?
Ready and selfish.
Well, maybe.
Well, neither do you. Maybe you should get ready.
I am getting ready.
You're not doing anything.
I'm talking to you about getting ready.
Well, that's how you get ready.
How do you get ready?
I am ready, baby.
Yeah, I just can't get that last part. It just eludes me.
You obviously aren't working hard enough.
What? I work hard, plenty hard.
If you worked hard, you'd
Yeah, maybe I don't work hard the way you work hard, but I am, and I do work hard.
Okay, what do you do?
How do I work hard?
Yeah. What exactly do you do? How do you go about working?
Oh, I read it a bunch.
Well, out loud or to yourself?
Both, I guess. First one, then the other, and then I say it off the page with something over it, for the cues.
Yeah, and then what?
I do that for a while, and then I ask somebody to cue me.
Okay, when does that happen?
If you do it too soon, it doesn't work, so I usually wait till I have it a little bit. It's really fucking annoying to cue somebody who doesn't have it at all.
Okay, and then what?
Oh, that's it. Usually I start to have it.
And so you let up.
I try to keep looking at it, but, life intervenes.
There it is, I knew it.
What?
You don't like intervenes it. Translated into I stop.
Oh, it does not.
It does. Listen, do you start at the beginning and just absolutely not go on until you have
I take a more global approach to the whole thing.
No, just answer the question, okay? You start at the beginning and just absolutely not go on
I don't do
Well,
that.
I might say, is the issue. You're trying to, jump over the hard.
Yeah, maybe that's how you work hard. Maybe that's how it works for you, but...
Listen. You struggle, right? Yeah, sure, there are excuses, but bottom line, you struggle. It is happening, you're frustrated, so is everyone else, I might add, who's really interested in the flow. So question yourself, at the core of it, are you working hard? Are you penetrating that top layer of busyness and activity down to a level of concentration and purpose or in focus, where the words take on a real meaning, a life inside your body, where you dream them and they change you into something, where your cereal rearranges itself into those words, that language, those dreams, and you see the world through the prism of those ideas and that character's eyes, where at work you find the letters that you're writing and the phone calls that you're making and the documents you're editing them all morphed into more opportunities to explore new facets of this language of being, where you find yourself at home wondering how you got there, immersed in the tub, muttering the words over and over, constantly checking back to make sure they are correct, where your script becomes this tattered, cross-referenced index, underlined, annotated by demons that cannot be contained in just a binder, but needs its own special box to carry it in, a box that you yourself made out of skin and bone and sinew, so it becomes part of your body, growing onto you like an extra brain, a psychic external hard drive of motivations, reasons, and understandings that create all the meaning you will ever need. Are you working hard like that?
No, I don't work that hard.
That's all I'm saying.
The place we are in right now, a blackness that emerges out of blackness. The light switching on to dully shine on a flat black floor bereft of character, painted over and over, always black. And if a warp occurs, a curling edge, then the trap is set. The black hiding years of gouges except between assaults when tape has been ripped up or a divot has been dug into the soft places by something hard and sharp and burrowing, and that unsavable square is unscrewed and taken away, replaced by a freshly cut piece of floor painted black, flat black, ready for the next gouge.
Maybe smart enough to want something, may you fill your time with schemes, may you forfeit payoffs accordingly, and may your failures be distinguished by mercy, and say you took one little thing and then you fill with another thing, and then you add a few more things and something else happens. Yes, say you took one little thing and you fill with another thing, and then you add a few more things and something else happens. You're doing it right, you're doing it right, you're doing it right, you're doing it right. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. May our theories all be praxis, yeah. Restrictions will be unafraid. May your future victim audience convenient thumbs you up, oh yeah. Until you took a little thing and then you put another thing, and then you add a few more things and something else happens. Yes, say you took one little thing and then you put another thing, and then you add a few more things and something else happens. You're doing it right, you're doing it right, you're doing it right, you're doing it right, you're doing it nothing more than this. It's a question of what we could see and what we could see if we could really see. Ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow.
minutes, please.
45.
Where the fuck is he?
Well, he's probably in the bathroom. No, I was just in there. He's not in there. Oh, no, I bet he got cast.
Cast. To be cast. Being cast. Like an ancient process involving being still for many hours, not moving. Or subtly shifting, just to relieve the pressure, but returning straight away to the exact agreed upon facial expression and body posture. Because how can someone capture the essence of you if you can't be still? And then developing a mystical sense of timing around the many hours of patiently waiting for the casting to be complete. Because a portrait is being created, a negative form into which will be poured the liquid inspiration that becomes the startling picture of you. Successful you in the world, you as recognized, as chosen. Being cast means someone saw you, really saw you, and contended you could be used, put to good use as material that communicated something to someone sometime, a you that has meaning and that will be remembered.
Wait, he got cast in what?
Well, maybe he booked that commercial he auditioned for the other day. He was telling me about it. Has anyone asked anyone?
I'll ask Brianna. Maybe she got a call.
This almost happened one other time. He told me he booked a job the weekend of the show. He'd have to miss one night at least. I was freaked out. I got really upset and said that I strongly disagreed with that decision. That's how I put it, strongly disagreed. What I wanted to say was, you've got to be fucking kidding me. But I didn't say that. It'd be hard to say that to him. He's so nice.
Yeah, he's perfect except for this one tiny problem.
He wants to earn a living.
All right, all of us have to make a living, but not when you've agreed to do this work, which you knew wasn't going to
He
pay.
told me that time that he'd warned us it might happen so we couldn't be pissed off about it. Maybe that was the agreement he thought he was entering into.
No, the agreement he was entering into was to do the work and be in the show, not do the work and then not be in the show.
Yeah, he just called. He booked a commercial. He won't be here tonight. It's running over.
What's a commercial?
He told me it was national.
Bars, Three Musketeers? What? Something with musketeers. He has to wear tights.
A room filled with people who all look exactly like you, who are dressed like you, aspiring to be cast like you. And all you have to do is smile. That's it. You don't even have to say anything. It's perfect for you. It's the best thing, really, because so little is demanded. So it's your turn, and they usher you in, and they invite you to begin. And you grimace like a pathetic bitch. And you can't raise a smile to save your life. And they're staring at you like you're nuts, and they're waiting, and you height one side of your mouth up, and the other side just sits there like a turd. And they say, thank you. And they usher you out of that room, back into the room filled with all the people who look exactly like you, the type you apparently are. And you know they won't have any trouble smiling. They won't have any trouble doing the simple tasks expected of them. They won't have any trouble being cast. What is wrong with
Fucking A. Tights. Hey, why don't we use an understudy like he said?
We don't do understudy.
Maybe we should have.
Aren't you pissed off? It affects you in particular.
Yeah, sure it does, but I totally understand why he did it. I would do it if I was given the opportunity. You're all just annoyed because you weren't given that opportunity.
No, we're angry because he's not going to be here. It completely fucks up the show.
No, it doesn't. You can take that first thing. I know that big speech. I can do it.
That is so completely weird. But fine, you think you know it?
No problem.
What, you already memorized it?
Yeah, in fact I did. I kind of thought something like this might happen since he said it might.
Okay, he said it might. Not that it definitely would, and I can't believe you're defending him.
I'm not defending him, I'm just saying we would all do it if we were given the opportunity.
No way.
Yes, you totally would. Turn down great money that would pay for your life for the next several months. You're telling me that doing this for free is more important than paying for your life for a month?
No.
And paying for insurance so that you could do the next 5 projects if you wanted to, with insurance.
I would turn it down if it meant missing a performance.
You're not being honest with yourself.
Look, you can tell yourself some little story about both doing this work and having the things that you want. But it's not possible to do both. I mean, you can't have one foot in this world and one foot in the world of things and owning. The worlds don't meet. Well, not really, they don't. I mean, nowhere in the history of the world did people like us live like that.
So what you tell yourself in order to explain to yourself why you don't have things. Well, you're no better off than you used to be. In fact, you're worse off. You're more tenuous, less stable. But you covet things. You definitely want things. Being paid makes you an adult. Everyone who is an adult wants to feel like an adult.
Maybe that's your idea of being an adult. It's not mine.
When was the last time
I don't need an iPod or cable TV.
Yeah, but you need toilet paper, right?
The place we are in right now, the velvety swing of vertical blackness on solid feeling, tuggable runners up so high the cherry picker is needed to examine them. None of that too familiar, pinned together combat cloth left moldering, hung up again to let gravity pull out decay, kept instead perfectly hung, unwrinkled, in stanzas layered front to back, entrances and exits covered and protected, waving, undulated, mossy pillars of carved space, closing in as far as they can go, till they jerk stop.
Last night, when you crossed down front, you stepped on my line.
It needed stepping on. It was slow in coming.
It was not slow in coming, it was considered.
Considered to be slow in coming? I polished the same spoon 4 times.
I thought that was working.
It wasn't.
Says who?
Says me. I'm flapping around out there like we have all the time in the world.
Haven't we got enough time to save the line?
They are meant to overlap. What?
They are not. They're meant to buttress up against each other, maybe, or dovetail even, but not overlap. You wouldn't hear the speech.
Nobody wants to hear the speech. It's terrible. A nightmare. I hate saying it.
If you hate saying it, you're right. Nobody will want to hear it. I think it works.
Oh, really? In what way do you think it works?
It's a damn good speech. Come on. I wish I had it. It's got that big slam stuff in the middle and that long pause thing. The part that slices through.
Take it.
Oh, yeah, right. That'll work. All I've got is that little thing right before it. It's over before it's begun. It's too short. I mean, and if you step on it, it goes nowhere.
Yes, but it lands. I can hear it landing.
It only lands if you're doing that thing with your face right before.
What thing?
That twitching thing you do right before. It kind of sets it up for the landing.
Well, I didn't even know I was doing that, so you need me to...
Yeah, that's right. It's the key to the whole thing. It's negligible without that.
Yes, but I can't do that if you're over there. It doesn't make any sense.
That's true, but that one time you were able to be up behind me, and to me it just felt like it was so resonant. You know, like it rang.
It only rings if it lands.
That's true.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll just wait then till you're done.
Thanks. And I'll pick it up. A bit. Try it.
Let's run it.
Okay.
You start.
From where?
I don't know. How about from cunt-addled sorcery?
Oh. Now that's weird for me. Can we go from the part about the line?
Yes, let's. Okay.
I think
Last night when
I don't need you.
Last night when you crossed my front and stepped on my line.
Need you?
Needed stepping on it was slow
It
coming.
was not slowly coming, it was
I
considered.
hope I don't.
I hope I don't need you. I don't wish to need you. I wish never to need
You
you.
never need.
To never need you. I hate needing you. I need you. Well,
Yeah.
how's the old?
And
Oh, okay.
did you?
No,
Well,
not
yeah,
yet.
how's the Ed?
I will. It's not a big deal. I can wait.
Not too long though.
No, I'll go.
Okay. Were you able to find your?
No, can't find it.
Shit, that sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah.
We have to.
Are they gonna make me do all that again?
You know, I'm finding it difficult.
Yeah, probably.
Good.
Yeah, I think just too.
You know, I am having difficulty with that one last one.
Woo! The fast?
Yes, I just think it's too.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not me then.
No, it's not you.
Well,
Yeah. I guess I do need you. I think I don't need you. I wish I didn't need you. I hope I don't need you. I don't wish it. I wish I never need you. I hate needing you. I need you. I guess I do need you.
Take 5 seconds.
I wish I need you. I don't need you. I don't wish I need you. I wish I never need you. I hate needing you. I need you.
Can you I guarantee the sun will shine and we will see our project grow and grow, nurture our moment planted so tenderly. We need to get it done, we need to get it done, no matter what the consequences. In order to build a process, need to reconcile to subterfuge. In order to build a process, need to reconcile to practice. We need to get it done, we're needing to get it done, no matter what the consequences. Of pain is all that's meant to be, and someone bigger than you for me. I must throw our hands on high, to move over the sky. We need to get it done, we're needing to get it done, no matter what the consequences. Can you nurture our moment planted so tenderly? We need to get it done, we're needing to get it done, can you get it done? I hope we can get it done, we might not get it done, we never get it done, no matter what the consequences, 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 no matter what the consequences.
Nothing is going to save anyone because something always happens, which for some is better in the long run than nothing happening. It's always something or nothing. Now, if something and nothing were in the same place, they would have to have scenes together, right? They would have to be able to stand each other long enough to be in the same space. And that space would have to be able to contain them both. Which means they'd have to be willing to share their resources, even meager things like their yoga mats or their mirrors. And you got to know that something would be more self-effacing than nothing. Nothing would brood and take up space, be heavily pouty and demanding attention by not demanding attention. And something would be more playful and fluid, more changeable, less monolithic, right? Or maybe they would find their way into conspiracy. They would hold their noses and jump off the bridge holding hands for some higher cause for the sake of the play's sake. Probably they would have to turn their heads away from each other's breath, not wanting to confront or slash out, but both wishing that the other were more like them. And maybe the play would be a thinly veiled Romana clef about something and nothing, where they essentially play themselves, but meta. Or they cleverly switch parts. One night nothing, the next night something. Flipping a coin backstage the hour beforehand, so even they felt off base and couldn't plan or prepare too rigidly. And you got to know that they each would have different takes on it, obviously. Now, some things' take on nothing would be terribly Wuthering Heights-y, kind of romantic nothing-ish, lots of sighs and impotent rages. Surely nothing thinks watching all this drum and drama. Surely this isn't actually nothing. It's bigger than nothing. Nothing being smaller and more naturalistic, maybe. And nothing's take on something would be so hilariously overblown, so much of something that it becomes a kind of nothing. Which nothing views as a kind of triumph, because everything is always at base a kind of nothing. No sincerity in something thinks, watching nothing's take on something. And maybe they get to the point where they're tired of trying to portray each other or subvert each other, and they just give up. They stop switching parts, and they settle into a rhythm of giving up, which suits nothing to a T, of course. Something struggles with it at first, but finds a way, as something is wont to do, to make it work. Hell, think something. Even falling down, sliding behind, flaming out, giving up. It can be made into something, and nothing thinks nothing. Of course.
Can we run?
Oh my God, you want to do that again?
Yes, well, we never do it. We keep saying we're going to do it, and then we never do it. So now is the time, because there is no more time.
Okay,
All right?
I am so ready. Done with doing it.
Oh, we're going to... All right, I have a good deal.
Ready? 5, 6,
All right.
7, 8.
I finally understood the basic workings of the plan as it was outlined to me last year on the phone. A veritable explosion of ideas and vision crashed into a slapdash to my
Slapdash soup of mania.
Yeah, well, it's an unsingable line. A slapdash,
Say it. Slapdash soup of mania.
A slapdash soup of mania. Okay, let's take it from the top.
5, 6, here you go.
I finally understood the basic workings of the plan as it was outlined to me last year on the phone. A veritable explosion of ideas and vision crashed into a slapdash soup of mania. Oh, good enough. An explanation of the world. Nothing less. Well, we're
reimagining, a way of looking at the world. Just think the grandeur of it all, a frame that's built around the world. Well, that's the way it was sold to me. But really, all I see, all I've been privy to, the whole of it is something more vivid than okay, just me. But really, all I see, all I've been privy to, the whole of it is something more than fluxy, a half-form, chopped-up, freestyle question that betrays the very essence of uncertainty in principle and no.
You sucked.
Oh, all right.
Let's take that again.
Yeah, let's do that again. All right. So really, all I've seen, all I've been privy to, the whole of it is something more twinkle in the fluxy, a half-form, chopped-up, freestyle question that betrays the very essence of uncertainty in principle and no. Slightly better. The problem is, I want to know, I'd rather know, I'd like to know. I want to know, I'd like to know, I'd rather know. Say,
do it.
Look,
Just do it.
Can you be here, please, for like
5, 6 from right there.
I want to know, I'd rather know.
I am listening. Come on. Here we go.
I want to know, I'd rather know, I'd like to know. I want to know, I'd rather know, I'd like to know. Unknowing, it's hard to pay attention to unknowing. It creates a lot of tension, this unknowing. I would rather float away. All right. Wait 2 minutes? What you gotta do this? God damn it! What now?
The fucking babysitter again?
Is everything all right?
Oh, who knows? It's just so hard to work with her these days. She's always distracted, she's unavailable.
Oh, come on, it's natural.
Yeah, did you know that this was gonna last for years? So, I mean, this shit has been going on for years.
Well, obviously, yes, I did know. I assumed it.
Man, it's so irritating that we just get started and stop and
Come
wait.
on, it's not her fault.
Yes! Yes, it is her fault. You have to make a choice, all right? And this is not compatible with that. This is being away at night. This is missing supper. This is not compatible with that.
We can work around it.
Oh, the whole thing hinges on her. We can't work around it.
We can, we will. Don't you think we can extend ourselves that
Yes,
much?
of course we can, but it's really difficult having half of a person's attention.
That's better than you get with most.
Man, so irritating though, it just brings everything down. I just want to do work. I don't want to have to stop and think about other things all the time.
That's the price of sticking with it past a certain age.
I know.
People have families and stuff. It's pretty normal. Things change.
This is too much, though. It never ends.
Oh, it'll end eventually. Everyone quits because it's just too hard.
Yeah, that's true. There's not too many older folks in the game.
So be happy she's still here at all. She could easily say she's just not doing it anymore until the kids are grown. And then by that time, you're out of the swing and it feels childish and far away to do anything like this. You tell yourself it was part of your past and it was great. But you've had to grow up and find some stability. Plus, it wasn't fun anymore. Being exhausted all the time, working on 10 things at once and us against the worlding it. You look for the more humble but durable satisfactions. I could totally imagine it. Years down the line, being asked to do something, and then deciding to do it for old time's sake. And then finding yourself a visitor to it. A tourist. Because you left. And it's really hard to come back.
30 minutes, please.
Thank you.
I am very certain that the next thing is always going to happen. There is such certainty in me that no one could ever talk me out of it. each day I sit at this table and I wait patiently for the next thing. Never once for 1 minute doubting it, but being interested in watching to make sure, in any case. I know I'm right. I have the evidence of my experience back me up. Also, I am a person for whom regularity and patterns are very readily noted. Everything is possibly the next thing. This is difficult. Everything is difficult. This particular difficulty, at least I feel like I have a chance. There's a way to figure it out, to make it all mean something. I can have rules and I can choose to follow them or break them or decide to do it a different way, but at least it's possible to try again. Because with certainty like this, it's like there's something to focus on, to give my attention to, and then maybe other people will put their attention on it too. Then we are sharing that attention. And maybe, for a moment at least, there might be some kind of consensus or even like a sacerdotal kind of confusion into order. Something that is reassuring to me about people and the world. On the other hand, I am full of doubts about everything. I have a morbid fear that something bad is already happening, either to me or to someone I love. And the only reason I don't know about it yet is because it's still happening on a cellular level where it can't be apprehended, even by experts and psychics. I can't really pay attention to what's going on right at this moment, because I feel it is my duty, my avocation, to be as thoughtful and prepared about what might happen next, or soon, or sometime later, so that I can be the warning, the voice of attentiveness that others don't seem to have. If anyone tries to tell me that my hair-trigger watchfulness is a waste of time, I let them in on my secret. It is possible to ward off the inevitable simply by waving it away at a crucial moment. As disaster strikes, you divert its attention, and it may not strike you.
Can we do the slow?
Oh, the slow, yeah.
Oh.
Can we do the slow? Say, is that mic on?
Check it.
Indeed, we need to feel existence being healing, and the shadow shape visions of our dreams. Indeed, we need to feel those consequences of holding shut the mouth. Ha, 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 ha.
Huh?
We work on the ending of that.
Yes. And the Quen. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we just do that again? I'm not getting my part right, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, no, not from the top, let's take it from the looking.
No,
Okay, take it from there.
it never works for me to take it from the looking. We need to go back to the beginning of the song.
I don't want to do the whole song, let's just take it from the looking.
Let's have the discipline to do the whole fucking song for a change.
I just need to practice the transition between the second verse and the looking, or actually the chorus.
Okay, but is that what you're really saying, or is it me?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because I know I fucked up the whimpering, whispering.
Oh, but I know, but I was the one that stopped because I fucked up. I'm not saying anything about you, man, although yes, you did fuck up. Can you please just let us do it from the looking part? That's all I'm asking.
I just think we need to do it from the beginning of the song.
The beginning is fine. You're actually coming in on time, so it's working just
Oh,
fine.
I'm actually coming in on time?
Yes,
Kind of implies I never do come. You know,
on
I've been coming in on time for quite some
Well, it took a little while for you to come in on time, but now you're coming in on time. And thus, I have no problem with the beginning, so let's not run the beginning
maybe since the problem
again.
is yours,
Can
you
we?
should go fucking
Yes,
work
the
on it
problem
yourself.
is mine,
So
but I
let's
need the
just
whole
get
band
out
to
with
work
the whole
on it.
fucking
My
shit.
God, you're just being impossible. Can we just go to the looking, for God's sake?
Excellent, excellent. The feeling is quite right, but we were going to, right at the, I've been coming in at the right time for quite some time now. You were going to come out in front of the
Oh, my bad, yes.
Right? The feeling is good. It's right.
So if you want to take it from...
Yeah. So I've been coming in at the right time for quite some time.
Yeah, I know, but it took you a long time to get to the right time.
Well,
so all I'm saying is if we could just go back to the looking, the
No, I don't want to go back to the...
I know you don't want to.
Just do it the way it works for everybody, instead of just for
Nobody
you,
else has a
Congress,
problem.
how many,
Oh,
who
fuck
put the
you
key in me, huh?
Oh, my
You're part of the
God,
fucking
you're
group. Oh,
impossible.
you're such a
You
fucking
should
terrorist.
find a fucking
You're a
terrorist.
fucking bitch.
Fuck you, man.
Nobody's fucking
You
doing
never
it.
changed. Nothing ever changes. You're still the same goddamn fucking asshole you've always been. You know that? Fuck you. That's all I can say about it. Goddamn.
You know what this is like? This is like when you were a kid and you had a paper route and you were being driven around by your dad with the tailgate down. Just riding around and jumping off to deliver the paper and then running and jumping back on again while he drives around. Only he's speeding up because he's that kind of dad. And you have to sprint to catch up, and the tailgate is bouncing, and you have to leap to get back on, and sometimes you think you just might not make it.
No, this is not like that. This is more like being at a treasure hunt and not really being that into it because it seems kind of babyish, but the people who are doing it really went all out and made a treasure map on fake parchment, swords out of plywood, one for everybody. And you get sucked into the spirit of the thing and you start running around like a madman looking for clues. And then when X marks the spot gets found, you run over to it and you think about starting to dig, but then everybody else is turning all Lord of the Flies and you get kind of scared.
someone's shoulders and even head if you could to get away from the flying sand and the crazy manic digging. And then when someone shouts, they hit the treasure chest, and the insane digging ramps up even another notch, you know you would climb to the highest ground, even if it meant pushing another person under to stay afloat yourself. But then, when they take the lid off the treasure chest, and you see that first glint of gold, whether it's Mardi Gras beads or Hanukkah gelt, it doesn't matter, because you suddenly find yourself face down over the edge of the pit, scrabbling and shoving people's hands out of the way, ready to fight for your share of the booty, even if it is only sand-covered golden gumballs.
No, this isn't really like that. This is like taking your group to a wild place, a place where risks are taken, and safety is not at all assured, and the tacit understanding that somebody might not come back is very clear. And where the changeability of the day is so unpredictable that no one can think to rest in a plan and protect themselves from possible catastrophe. And where your only instruction to them is to arm themselves with the willingness to be destroyed and rebuilt, the courage to walk directly into the maelstrom, the arrows to fuck the shark, you know? And when you all meet at your appointed starting place, ready to like really go into it, you know, like really go into the parade just as you are in your like your deepest, darkest soul, you know, like ready to go into it, you realize that you picked a place where families and little children come for a Sunday stroll. And your wilderness boots and your deep canopies and your survival pack camouflage regalia seem like overkill next to their sandals and their strollers and their instamatics. You couldn't get lost if you tried. It's more like that.
No, it isn't really like that. Oh, you know what it's like? It's more like, it's like proposing a project, something you've never done before, and dressing it up with a lot of language that creates an aura of confidence and assurance, and calling it like the limb, a performance of a part of a tree, or something like that. And proceeding with a kind of momentum and barely controlled terror, building limb 1 foot at a time, out right in front of you and willing yourself not to look down, and talking to all the people you know and all the people who decide things about how clear you are about that limb. And what a fantastic, unique, innovative limb it is. And how exemplary the documentation from the view from that limb is going to be. And then, just when you feel like you've built it out as far as it can go, and the date and time of some kind of like premiere is coming where you know you're going to have to show the limb and publicly climb out onto it, you wake up in the middle of the night and you realize you don't have a clue about what you built, and the whole thing is Rube Goldberg and Jerry Rig and teetering madly, and you know damn well it's not going to support shit. This is a whole lot more like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Duck ball.
Oh, duck ball. Duck ball! Duck ball. Let's get going.
Your neighbors.
Speak to the neighbor. Come on now. You're not strapping out.
I'm going all stop with them.
Please! Whose business is the set? Everybody! Beans! Beans! Oh, too much water. Hey! Still in play! I'll do the thing! Beans!
I can't concentrate.
Why not?
I'm horny.
I don't need to know that.
Well, I am. I'm always horny when we're getting ready. Warming up, or learning lines, or stretching.
You get horny when you're learning lines?
It's like my dick doesn't want my brain to work. I get horny when I'm scared too, like right before we go on. Oh, I can just talk like that. Weird. Who knows why? I mean, I can say some fanciful thing about Eros and how the procreative urge is close to the creative urge. And how taking a risk, well, the risk of failure is going to boost your life force and thus your feeling of arousal. Or how energy is just that, energy. And any kind of intense energy is going to make you come alive in a different way. Or how any negative intense emotion, like fear, wants to be replaced by a more positive intense emotion, like arousal. I mean, I could say all that, but really I think it's just a weird predilection.
Well, do you ever just stop what you're doing and just fuck?
No, that's not convenient. It's kind of a private thing.
Well, maybe you should just jerk off.
Maybe.
I guess I do need you. I think I don't need you. I wish I didn't need you. I hope I don't need you. I wish I didn't need you.
15 minutes, thank you.
Thank you, 15. I hate needing you. I need you.
I just don't feel it. You will, though. Just keep working. It's there. People can see it.
I feel so far away from it, I just can't lift it off my ground.
You're overthinking it.
Well, what's the point without that? Why bother?
So maybe other people can experience something?
Yeah, they aren't, though. They might be watching me acting like I'm having an experience, but I'm not really having one.
Acting like everyone is having one. It's the whole point. Creating the illusion for them because they can't. Either they haven't got the sensibility or the capacity. They need you.
All I do is go through the motions. I can't stop thinking about all the bullshit I have to get done or something that isn't going well, and I start to feel like flop sweat starting to drip down on these done for.
They don't know any of that.
Yeah, who cares about them? I mean, I want to have an experience. I want to lift up out of myself, and I want to be detached from my body. I want to look down, I want to see myself going through the blocking, saying my lines, creating the moments. And I want to realize with this burst of adrenaline that it's all real, really happening. I'm split in two, and my mind is floating above my body, and I'm watching myself do this thing that is delicate and indelible.
Why don't you climb down off the cloud of unknowing and put your attention on them? Consider your presence in front of them a gift. That they don't have to pay attention to you at all. That they are giving you that. Their attention. And so you owe them something. You owe them your attention. To the illusion you are creating, to the insight and articulation you are giving them because they can't. They can't say it like that. Just nail it down hard. Left to their own devices, they would wander around, backtrack, leave out important aspects, but you can distill it. Cook it down to its essence, put it in your body and in your voice, and hand it to them like an intravenous shot of understanding. You can say whatever you want, but really, it's all for them.
I want it to be for me.
Go watch somebody else do it then, or do it in private.
The place we are in right now? The wall existing in the minds. I, so vast and overwhelming, a place to throw something, but what, whatever what, the emptiness. Like an invitation and a taunt, whatever could possibly fill this, no imagination could ever be this big. So what if it is left for the shadows to span it, an erotic moan of wasted color and meaning. It's got its legs open, that wall, and it's demanding. To be artistically fucked.
I told you about the last time this happened. You guys were talking about cheese and farts and assholes, and it just made me sick. I felt like I was going to puke. Really, I was like cat gagging the whole time. And even though I asked you guys to stop, you just armpit farted and raspberry and stuck your butts out at me. It was like I was talking to myself. Nothing ever changes. We just go round and round in an endless wheel of suffering. Seeing the same things come up again and again on a cyclical basis. Old favorites returning, oh, there's that again, and there's that pain, that hurt, that fear over and over. And when we try to intercede, to stop the wheel from turning, we don't just get off the wheel. It's like it's controlling and durable, all based on stress and inflexibility. And then we use that thing to add to the wheel, which will just come around again, and we'll be forced to revisit that experience. So will you please just stop talking about farts?
Everyone hold, please.
I'll stand here alone. Or I'll stand here with you. But I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'll stand here in black, or I'll stand here in blue. But I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'm gonna stand here, yeah.
Too much basement coming back at me. I've had my fill of 8 o'clocks in the morning, but I know I can't give in.
I'll stand here alone, or I'll stand here with you. But I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'll stand here all grown, or I'll stand here with gloom. But I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'm gonna stand here, yeah.
All that nah coming back at me. I've had my fill of broken bulbs on the stairway, and I know I can't give in.
So I'll stand here alone, or I'll stand here with you. But I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'll stand here with lies, or I'll stand here true. But I'm gonna stand here, yeah. I'm gonna stand here, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, everyone. 5 minutes, please.
Thank you.
I guess I do need you. I think I don't need you. I don't wish to need you. I hope I don't need you. I don't wish to need you. I wish never to need you. I hate needing you. I need
I'm not doing this anymore. After this, that's it.
Always say that.
But this time I mean it though, I'm over this shit. I cannot take it anymore. It's the same old fucking thing over and over again. Are you thinking it's going to be good this time? We'll try something different this time. We won't fight, we'll find new things. Same every day. I feel like I'm wearing a scratched up pair of old glasses. Can't see a thing through them. All I'd have to do is change them and take them off. Just never do.
You always act like your bad mood or bad experiences are our fault. You know, it's you who are the big bummer.
I just need to do it. Why does it be?
Because you're great. I mean, it's always better when you're here. You bring the joy, even if you are a moody pill and a dick.
It'd be so moody if we didn't have to reinvent the wheel every single time.
What is that supposed to
It means that nothing ever grows or gets better. I feel like I come in here ready to take it to the next level, and we just stay stuck on the same old boring level.
That's video game speak. I don't live in that world.
You don't live in any world. You just live in your own little fiefdom.
Fiefdom? I don't live in a fiefdom. Yes, you do.
All of this, it's all yours. You made it, so you think you own it.
Okay, yeah, I did make it through years of hard work, so I care about it the most, so I work the hardest, so fine.
Yes, fine, sure. But you don't work the hardest.
What is that supposed to
It's just what I said. You act like you're working hard, but you coast. You don't do the work to make it better, just to keep it the same. And you want me here to serve you. If I have an independent thought or express an opinion, you roll right over it.
It's interesting.
Interesting to whom? I find my thoughts quite interesting.
Okay, fine, then you go off and make your own thing. God, I'm so fucking sick of people expecting me to take care of everything, be responsible for everything, but then they reserve the right to complain. You know, I fucking get the stuff and measure yourself.
I can't measure myself against it. I could never do what you do. I'm not claiming I could. I'm just saying I think it can be better. I think I can be better.
Today I won't go, 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 today I won't go. As I get older, I am always overpacking. So worried there might be some kind of situation. I just don't want to face another charming faux pas. If only I could have the proper arrangement handy for where I'm going. As I get older, I am always sick and travel. For some odd reason, motion makes me feel uneasy. There's nothing for it but the sandwich point again. If I could just wake up and already be wherever I was going. Take me, take me, take me, I'll go. As I get older, I am always leaving something. I told myself I'm thinking I can keep that back door open. But if I check then I will surely notice I don't have the key to where it is I think that I am going. So today I won't go, 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 today I won't go.
Places, please.